My dear sisters and children, today we celebrate the feast of Saint Andrew the Apostle. We have two types of presentation of this particular person along with his brother. One is according to today's gospel, the other is according to Saint John's Gospel, chapter 1. There we see in 142 where St. Andrew comes and tells his brother Simon that we have seen the Messiah. And he invites his brother to come and see him. And therefore, this man Andrew is called the first called, because according to St. John's Gospel, he was the first one to follow Jesus. And Jesus also, when he wanted to follow him, Jesus gave an option, come and see. And if you like, continue to be with me. If you don't like, you can leave me. That option he kept. Did he keep that option with him? Yes, he kept with him lifelong. And therefore he followed. The name Andrew also means strong man. That's why we have in our Tamil language, Bilavendran. Bel matlab bal, strength, balvender, matlab one who is very strong. So, this man, who's, as for his name, is a strong person, and he has a very peculiar character and a special character. There are 12 disciples of Jesus. Some are just mentioned, one among the 12 disciples. But this person does things very significant. First, he calls his brother to follow Jesus. Second, he brings in St. John's Gospel 6:9, when multiplication of the bread takes place, he is the one who finds out a young boy who has 5 loaves and 2 fish, and brings to Jesus. And he understands the capacity of Jesus, what Jesus can do with the little things if it is offered to Jesus. And we saw a great miracle there. Then again, in 12:22 of St. John's Gospel, where we see some Greek people come to meet Jesus. And they meet Philip, and Philip takes to Andrew, and Andrew and Philip, both of them take them to Jesus. So he is exceptionally outgoing person. He does. That's why in our Indian government or any government, there is a ministry called External Affairs. Okay, so External Affairs minister is one like them. And it is that before death, he brought people to Jesus. After his death, he took Jesus to the people. That's something beautiful. That is what we fathers and sisters have to do. We come to Jesus. Sometimes we become stagnant there itself. We don't travel further. But we can learn from this Saint Andrew, who not only brought people to Jesus, after that he took Jesus to the people. And in that he became very successful, especially in East Asia. And for a country like Scotland, he is the patron saint for Scotland. For him, a separate cross is identified with him. What type of cross do you know? Yes, X-type cross. His cross is little different from other disciples or other apostles. And therefore he has shown to us a great example, a person with a lots of zeal and enthusiasm and wanted to know who Jesus is. And after knowing who Jesus was, he turned his life like Jesus and lived like Jesus and died like Jesus, and he was martyred. And today our mother church remembers him, and therefore let us follow this disciple who was the first called and the best example to each one of us, that we may become like him and we may taste Jesus as St. Andrew tasted Jesus in his life and got out of his tasting Jesus the fullness of life. Let us also taste Jesus and get the fullness of life, just like our saint today, St. Andrew. Amen.